Hello viewers, my name is Ncumisa Malashe from Vulingcobo High, all the way from Amatole East District. Welcome to ECDoE Broadcast Studio. Today's lesson is about economic growth and development policy used in South Africa, the North and South divide. The topic is approach to growth and development policy used in South Africa. I will be covering the topic for your full understanding, right? And then let us outline the topic. The topic is approach to growth and development policies used in South Africa. Approach the growth and development policy used in South Africa. So this is one of the topic that is an essay type topic as per exam guideline. Then we are going to unpack this topic or this essay question as follows. We are going to start with the first concept, which is Reconstruction and Development Program, RDP. Then, what are the aims of RDP? These policies are policies. This policy started from 1994, where they aim to alleviate poverty, address the inequalities, shortfall in social services. What does it mean? So government, they set down and design a policy where it is going to assist people who are living in poverty line and also address the inequalities that are happening within the country. Because in terms of social services, people are living in different categories. Others are poor and others are rich. Therefore, it means that government must chip in order to address these inequalities. So the first aim was to alleviate poverty and address inequalities. Then their focus in this program, which is RDP, it is to create jobs, to build houses, and land reform, basic health care, water, and sanitation. It is important. In fact, everyone deserves water, clean water, and better sanitation. Everyone deserves to live in proper housing. Therefore, government designed this program to help those people who are unable to build or to buy their own houses, or the people who can't even afford basic health care. So in this program, you must first mention the aims, which are to alleviate poverty and also to address the inequalities. You must also outline the focuses, which are to create jobs, welfare, transport, etc. Then let's come to evaluations. What is to evaluation? In evaluations, that's where they are going to look about is this program working or not. In evaluation, we are going to come up with positive outcomes and negative outcomes. Then, what are the outcomes for this program so far? Positive outcomes, it says that building of houses, providing clean water care, and those are some positive outcomes. So it means that our government has done, at least we have seen a lot of constructions where the houses were built, and there are many South Africans who are owning RDP houses. And as for healthcare, yes, there are many hospitals and they are not charging any money. If they are charging, it's a minimum of not more than 100 rand that is required. So people, at least they access better health care. Then as for poverty reduction, it is still a problem. Those are what now are negative outcomes, because in South Africa, there is still high rate of poverty and unemployment as well. Then let's go to policy number 2. Policy number 2, which is growth, employment, and redistribution, GEAR. So this policy, what is their main strategy? This one is to strengthen the economic development, redistribution income, and create social economic opportunity for the poor. You know, in the previous topic where we distinguished between economic growth and economic development. Economic growth, it is all about the increase in the production of goods and services, increase in the in gross domestic product. And then economic development, it is a better standard of living. Therefore, this policy, which is GEAR, is meant for looking at economic development. And economic development is the results of people who are employed. If people are employed, they change the way or the way they live, which is their standard of living, it is becoming better. So that is about the economic development. So in order for to have economic development, we must have a job opportunity. People must be employed in order to change their lifestyles. Then let's come to the redistribution of income. Again, in the previous chapters, the government used a progressive income tax, where it says that you must pay tax as you earn, so that even those who are not working, they can benefit money. Government can fund money of social grants through money that is coming from taxation, through revenue that is coming from taxation. So it means that he has got a way of distributing the income to those who are poor. Those who afford or who are working, they should share their income to those who are poor. That is a redistribution of income. I'm just making an example of a progressive income in progressive tax. There are also other examples. So then it also says that it creates socio-economic opportunities for the poor. So this program basically is focusing for those who are poor, where they should get employment, where they should get a share of income from those who are working, or those who afford to pay tax. So let us also look at the evaluation now. In this program, you must first state what is their aim, and also look at the evaluation, the outcomes of the program. So it says that positive outcome brought financial discipline and microeconomic stability. Then it means that the program, it worked well, and there is a stability economically. And then about the negative outcome, there's still a problem in creating jobs. Remember, I have said in this program, which is GEAR, it says that they want to develop economic develop to develop economy. Therefore, economic development cannot happen if there are no jobs opportunities. So it's still a problem to have a full employment, for everyone to be employed. Those are still challenges. Let's come to the policy number 3, which is accelerated shared growth initiative for South Africa. Accelerated and shared growth initiative for South Africa, as GISA. Then what is their aim or objectives for this program? Their aims is to coordinate government initiatives to create economic development. So even this one, they coordinate. Government is coordinating to make it a point that they are creating employment for economic development, as I have explained economic development in the previous policy. So what are their key elements now is to have unemployment and poverty by 2014. Remember, these programs were designed somewhere in 1994. So their aim was to at least by 2014 we should at least have what unemployment and also a poverty. If there is unemployment, automatically there is going to be what? A poverty. Then let's come to another key element that they want to achieve is to accelerate economic growth to an average of 6% between 2010 and 2014. Let's come with this word accelerate. Accelerate is to at least press more or to push more in terms of economic growth. Economic growth at least must grow at an average of 60% and above. So they've got that aim that they want to achieve. At least between 2010 and 2014, they must see an economic growth rising at an average of 60% and above. What is economic growth? As I've explained in the previous policy, economic growth, the keywords for economic growth, we see that there is an economic growth where there is an increase in the production of goods and services, where there is an increase in gross domestic product, goods that are produced within the country. Then what is the evaluation so far? The evaluation for this program so far, growth and infrastructure investment, especially in public sector. So in this program, the good outcomes about it now, there's investment in infrastructure. What it means, roads, schools are built, hospitals are built, roads, anything that is to do with infrastructure. There is that investment, which is a good outcomes. And then another positive outcomes, it is what? It is the second economic strategy helps slightly to reduce unemployment through ECDoE. So there are other programs which I'm going to explain in my next slide, which is called ECDoE, where it has assisted in terms of reducing unemployment. Those are positive outcomes. Then again, there is poor economic growth resulted in high unemployment rate, which is a negative outcomes if we are evaluating this program, which is ASKISA. Remember, their aim was to make it a point to accelerate economic growth at least at an average of 6%, but in reality, it is not happening. They are experiencing a poor economic growth. And if there is a poor economic growth, what it means, it is what it will result to unemployment rate, especially for the youth. Now, let's go to another policy, which is Joint Initiative on Priority Skills Acquisition, JIPSA. And then what is their aim as UJIPSA? Their aim is the skill development arm of ASKISA, focus on skills development, especially through SETAs. Now, this program is specifically developing skills. In the previous program, we've highlighted the one of the evaluations where it says that it is a negative outcomes because there is still a problem of unemployment, especially to youth. Now, this one, it says that it needs to develop the skills now. Youth must be given skills training education so that they cannot depend or to be employed by employers. At least if ever they are given skills through internships, yes, by these programs of sitters, at least they will be able to be self-employed and create employment for other people. So it is very much important to know that in this program, the government, he made it a point that people must be given a skill so that they can work on their own without relying from government, without relying from reliance on what, on employers from a private sector. Then we move to another policy, um, which is expanded public works program, EPWP, the one that I've mentioned in gear evaluations, where we've said that this program, which is EPWP, at least it has reduced and unemployment. Then let us see what is this program. It is a nationwide government intervention to create employment using labor-intensive methods and to people skills they can use to find jobs when they work in the EPWP. So this one now, it is a program. But what I want to emphasize, it is using labor-intensive method to create jobs. Jobs can be created in automatic methods or else in labor intensive method. Where we talk about labor intensive method, we talk about the one that is what, involving human labor. Now in this type of program, it is a program where people are working, where they are what, they are working, not, they are not using, they are not creating jobs only to be used, to use what, the machineries, but this one, it involves human beings. So it, at least it makes people to get jobs through that, and also gain skills and what and skills and experience. So let us see the positive outcomes, because in evaluation of this program, how are the evaluations? Positive: the government used labor intensive construction and maintenance method in public infrastructure. So the infrastructure that was invested in one of these policies by GEA, then it says that they should be maintained, right, in order for sustainability. Then government is using this program EPWP to hire people to maintain the infrastructure, and then in that process people are employed, and also the infrastructure is protected as well. Then the negative outcomes, or although the number of unemployed people decreased slightly, the economic growth has been decreased again. Yes, people get employed, but not not all the aims that they want to achieve are met in these programs, because it says that there is still a problem of decline in economic growth. So it is giving a problem. So in evaluation, we should know that there will be positive outcomes and also a negative outcomes. Then let's come to the another policy, which is new growth path, NGP. Let us see this policy. Their aim is to enhance economic growth, yes, and create employment, create greater quality. The strategy is to identify the key sectors, job drivers, and promote and support industries sector. Now, this program, NGP, the previous programs, yes, it was all about the creating jobs and employment, and to reduce poverty. Even this one, their aim is to create jobs, is to reduce poverty. They are what, they are job drivers, but they are focusing now in industries. In industries, that's where goods and services are produced. If we define industry, it says that it is a group of firms who are producing same or similar product. Now their focus now in NGP is to make it a point that they develop those industries. They develop those industries in such a way that so that they can employ many people. That this is how it is different from other policy. NGP is because yes, their aim is to create jobs at the same time where people they should get jobs, they should get jobs in industries. So government has to make it a point that he is bringing the strategies of developing the industries, especially to the regions. The industries must not stay in urban areas. To avoid urbanization, industries must also be in regions, in areas where there were previously high poverty. So that is the new growth part. And then yes, their focus, as I've mentioned, so it says that it creates 5 million jobs by 2020, reducing unemployment from 2025 to 15%. So if ever we've got many industries in a country, what it means that we are going to see the reduction of unemployment. So the focus here is at least to create 5 million jobs by 2020, reducing unemployment from 25% to 15%. Then let's look the another program, which is the National Development Program Plan, NDP. This one is set out to expand economic opportunities through investment in infrastructure, more innovation, private investment, and entrepreneurship. So this one, it creates jobs opportunities, of course, but their focus now is to invest in infrastructure. So if we are investing in infrastructure, in the process of the infrastructure program, people will get employed. If ever we are building the hospitals, people, they are going to be employed. If ever we are constructing a road, bridge, etc., people will get employed in that process. At the same time, we are going to have an access now to a proper road, proper bridge, proper hospital, schools, and etc. It is also investing in entrepreneurship. Yes, entrepreneurship, we know that are the owners of the businesses. So if they are trained, they are given a skills, and they are trained, they are given a support, which means that they are going to grow and they are going to be able to employ other people into their businesses. Then let's look at Small Business Development Promotion Program, SBDPP. This one, it was designed to deliver support and service to small, medium, micro enterprises. So this one, there are people who've got skills to start a business, or who have already started their businesses, but maybe they are experiencing difficulties. Therefore, government has to chip in order to support them, to give them training, to give them funds, to market for these businesses. So if ever they are supported in this manner, they are going to help the economy of the country and employ people of South Africa. Then there's this department, one of Trade and Industry, Industrial Development Corporation, and the National Small Business Act offer these services. So yes, we've got the department who is assisting to offer these services where they are needed. Laws are revised to help change the power of imbalances. There's these imbalances where we think that people who will succeed, with e-businesses are those who are or well-known established businesses, or those who've been in the industry for a very long time. Others, they think that they cannot do it. So these departments, Department of Trade and Industry, must assist to give them information, awarenesses, training, and also funds in order to help those who are inferior with the businesses. Then we're going to the last last slide, which is last policy by the name of Black Economic Empowerment Program, BEE. So, BEE, the Black Empowerment Act, Employment Quality Act, was designed to assist in the transformation of redress of previously disadvantaged group. So in South Africa, we are coming from the era of apartheid, where most black people were affected by the apartheid laws. So they designed this program where at least it is redress those problems where people who are black were previously disadvantaged in terms of the positions, in terms of the positions, in terms of gender. There was a discrimination in terms of gender, um, in terms of disabilities. Now, this program came so that it can uplift, or so that it can help those who were previously disadvantaged in the past due to apartheid reasons. Then it measures and implemented to ensure redress and affirmation action in the workplace and the environment. So the government worked very hard in order to have equality even in the workplace. The environment must be conducive for everyone, be it you are black or white. So this program, it was there to assist or to empower, yes, to empower black person to do things as other race do their things. We come to the end of our lesson. You can leave your question on the comments. Don't forget to leave the name of your school so we give shout outs. Please share, recommend, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you on our next lesson.